Libra, hi. So this is going to be a reading for January 15th through the 21st. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Libra. The Ten of Wands for the overall energy. So you're dealing with something quite difficult here, or you're definitely feeling some heaviness here for something. Let's see what's going on in the recent past. The Six of Swords, the Magician, the Queen of Wands. You're kind of giving me a sense of wanting something and then not wanting it anymore, or just manifesting something, and as it comes towards you, you kind of walk away from it in terms of, I don't know if I want this anymore. I don't know if, I'm not sure. You know, you're kind of coming in like that. Okay. In the current situation, the Four of Cups, the King of Wands, the Emperor. King of Wands, huh? You're kind of upset with someone here by the looks of it, kind of disappointed in someone. It almost feels like a sense of, they're not stepping up, or they're not, you know, like I see their potential and they're not showing up in that at all. Okay. In the immediate future, the Four of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Cups. This is coming through as a more, let me take some time here, because I feel like I'm spiraling a little bit into this energy of kind of expectations, or, you know, because that's why you're disappointed here in the current situation. So you're kind of backing away from that and more stepping in more into a more accepting kind of an energy, more, okay, things are as they are. I can't really change them, and nor should I try necessarily, unless it's about me and what I'm dealing with. But others, okay, let's clarify. Blue, your weight on my foot feels so good right now. You have no idea. You're a little warmth. All right, for the Ten of Wands, you get the Three of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. It looks like you're kind of trying to bring something together here, and it's just not working out. And that's why the heaviness is here. That's why this heavy energy is weighing on you, because it's like, I keep on trying, and I try, and I try, and I try, and it's not working out. It's just not. It's not. Okay. Let's do the Six of Swords in the recent past. The Knight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Magician. Okay. Yeah, the whole manifestation purpose of whatever it was that you did manifest was to, oh man, you were coming from your heart. You were coming from, I really want this, you know, and it could have been tied up to another person here, where you were manifesting something quite nice. But as that came through, you kind of started to split away from it. And the reason for that is because in your manifestation, there's a whole lot of fear. It's like me saying to the universe, hey, universe, you know, I want to have this beautiful marriage. And then it happens. And then I'm like, okay, something's weird about this. This is too good to be true. Like something's not right. Why is this showing up as nice? And then in that energy, I kind of fuck things up, or I sabotage it, or I even walk away because I'm not used to it. It's like, but I called it in, you know? And because I was fearful at the same time that it's never going to happen, then I bring that energy in there by questioning it, or running away from it, or sabotaging it. Or so that's the kind of manifestation you're dealing with there, where you're manifesting, yes, correct, from a beautiful place, but you have tons of fear attached to that manifestation as well. So let's do the Magician. The Nine of Cups, the Hierophant, the Two of Wands. Yeah. Intention, beautiful. Direction, beautiful. There is a connection possibly involved here. It does look like it took a while until things really started to look like they're coming together, at least. Let's do the Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's a big hold in there, though. Like, it took quite the minute. For the Queen of Wands, you get the World card, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. Alright. Whatever happened here, it definitely... it helped you out personally to grow, to develop, it showed you certain things that you started working on, and you were better for that, you know. I feel like it's been quite the commotion, though, through this ride. It hasn't been an easy one, and it's never going to be an easy one. When you learn something, and when you start growing and healing from a situation, it's not the kind that's going to look pretty, you know. You're not going to, oh, I'm the happiest I've ever been. Let me learn from that. No. Oh, I feel like I lost it completely and my life is a shit show and I hate it and blah, 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 blah. You're going to learn from that. If you're open to it. If you're open to learning. And I see you being open there. You know, there's definitely some cycles in which there's stagnation, there's, I'm not learning anything from it, I don't understand why this is happening to me, and then there's you being like, you know what, hold on a minute, fuck this shit, let me take care of me. And, okay, so there's definitely a little bit of an up and down kind of an energy, and an in and out kind of an energy there, attached to a connection you're manifesting something around. In the current situation, for the Four of Cups, you get the Three of Cups, the Hermit, the Nine of Swords. You're still... I don't know if you're still trying here to bring something together, but I feel like you did for the longest time, and now you're showing up just disappointed that it didn't work out, you know? You're still carrying... Not only are you disappointed and keeping that energy of disappointment open, but you're carrying the stress of it. You're carrying the pain of it, you know? So let's say you're disappointed that something didn't work out. That must have hurt you when it didn't work out, right? When you keep that open and still carrying that sense of disappointment, that pain comes with that sense of disappointment. So you're going to feel it. You're going to carry it. And it's not the greatest kind of an energy. It kind of keeps you down there. You know, energetically speaking, kind of keeps you low. And it's definitely not tied up to any sense of acceptance, because if you were to accept this, you would be like, yeah, I'm upset about it. Well, let me embrace it that it happened in that way, though. Let me accept fully that things turned out in that way. There must be a reason for it. I maybe not see it now, but I will eventually. You're nowhere near acceptance with this one. You might get close to acceptance here, but for right now, you're just carrying this chunk of pain that you don't even realize you're carrying by being disappointed that things didn't work out, you know? Let's do the King of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Expectation. You know, they could have done so much more. They could have done this. They could have done that. They could have said this. They could have said that. They could have, but they didn't. Can you accept that? You know? Let's do the Emperor. The Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Tower. I mean, total disappointment. When you expect someone to show up in a certain way and they show up completely different from that, first of all, you're not leaving them the room to show up in whichever way they can and with what they have, because you have that expectation on them. So even if, let's say, you're expecting for me to show up with a big smile on my face, and I come in and I don't have the biggest smile on a little bit of a smile, a little bit of a, and you look at me and you're like, come on, laugh some more, bigger smile, blah, 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 blah. And I look at you and I'm like, why? That's my smile. That's what I got for today. That's all I got. It's not going to be bigger just because you say it, you know. No, and the acceptance part would have been no expectation on your part, first of all, and then seeing my smile and being like, hey, good, you know, kind of going with that energy that I bring into the table. That would be the acceptance part. The non-acceptance would be bigger smile, please. I'm like, that's maybe tomorrow's gonna be bigger. I don't know, but today that's all I got. Is that not enough? You know, because that's kind of how it feels. Like you see, they could do so much more. They probably can, but do you allow them to do what they have now in store? You know, by not expecting more, because that's where it's basically you set yourself up for disappointment here. You know, you see them as this, like, they have to show up like this, and they have to do that, and they have to do that. And they did none of that. But they did something. Did you even see what? Yeah, it wasn't enough. According to whose standards and whose expectations, you know? So it's a tricky mind game here, for sure. And it's one that's going to blow up in your face. Every time we fall into that path of expectation, we're kind of setting ourselves up. Man, you're killing me with this King of Wands. For the Four of Swords in the immediate future, you get the King of Wands again, the Fool, the Six of Cups. That's acceptance. I don't know how the hell you switch from expectation into, okay, weapons down. I'm just going to accept how they come. And let's see how that looks like. And it looks good. Feels good. Way better. Way better than, that's not enough. That's not a big enough smile, you know? Yes, it is. That's all I got. You know what I mean? For me, it is. For the Page of Pentacles in the immediate future, you get the Queen of Wands, the Hangman, the Devil. Expectation. This is what you're working on here. This is what you're working on. I love this. Because you see it. You see it as a little bit of a flaw there, where it's like, okay, usually I get into that place and I expect, and then things don't turn out that great, but I still do it. It's definitely a pattern for you in the way you're showing it to me here, but you're looking straight at it. You're looking straight at it and you're like, okay, let's work with you. Let's do it. Let's work with this notion of expectation and what it's doing to me. You know, you're a little pissed off too about it, but let's do the King of Cups. In the immediate future, the Three of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. And it's expectation also from what you're giving me here. It's expectation also that keeps you tied up to a situation or a person. Because, you know, you're always going to expect them to show up in how you see them. So they're not doing it, they're not doing it, they're not doing it. At some point, like, when does it get old? When do you tell yourself enough waiting? They're just not going to do it, you know? So you're kind of giving me a sense of, you're working a lot around the concept of expectation and around what that does to you or for you or against you in this case. But yeah, realizing how much expectations can keep you quite stuck to a situation. It's like, I'm not giving up until you show up with that big smile. Well, I'm not gonna. What are you gonna do? Unless it's coming from a place where I feel like I have that big smile to satisfy you, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be honoring myself here. You know what I mean? I'm not. If I don't have that big smile, I don't have it. As big as you want, or you know what I mean? So it's like, when are you gonna understand that that kind of ties you up to someone in a pretty, I wouldn't go to obsessive. I wouldn't take it that far, but fixating maybe. Like, well, they gotta show up with that big smile. Why do they gotta? Who says? Me? No. That's the point. That's expectation. That, you know, no. Why not accept the smile that I have on my face right now? Or why does it have to be bigger? I would be happy. Would you though? Or is that just something you tell yourself so that you kind of excuse that expectation you have on my smile? You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, this is an interesting reading. And I love the way you kind of try to navigate around this for you, especially in how you work around it. How you see it, you face it, you're like, okay, this is exactly what's going on here. And then how you see the repercussions of it too. You know what I mean? So let's do the universe. The King of Swords, the Hermit, the Five of Swords. Yeah, pretty deceptive energy, you know? And I like how you're putting it here from the universe. You're kind of saying, you know what? I've worked around expectation and I don't think I have expectations. I think I'm good with that. Chapter is closed. I don't even think I looked at it much because I'm not a person to keep expectations much on things, which is coming in quite deceptive. It's like you missed a lesson, a very important lesson, but you're looking at it now, you know? So from the universe, you're kind of getting this concept of you looking into yourself and tricking yourself that, no, you don't have expectations. You're good. Lesson learned. Check. And realizing that, okay, I have expectations, you know, so, okay, that's a very cool reading. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.